Hello, fourth graders. It's Miss Leon. We're here learning the next step in our division unit. This is a strategy that I like to call dashes and dots. It will be the first way that we are going to start learning about division. I want you guys to know there's two things you need to know that while we're doing dashes and dots. The first is a multiple. When you talk about multiples, a multiple is the answer when numbers are multiplied together. So when you are multiplying a number together, one number times another number, that's what a multiple is. So we're going to show multiples by showing a dash. And then units are a general term meaning just one. And we're going to show units with dots. So for you to be successful in doing this type of division, you understand that dashes mean the multiples and the dots are units. So here will be our first example. This first problem is 63 divided by 3. So I can go ahead and write this down up here to help you remember that it's 63 divided by 3. And in this division house, that's what that means. It's 63, and then we're dividing it into 3 groups. So how we would do this problem with dashes and dots is we would do 3 right here times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So we have 2 dashes. We would put a 2 up in the quotient. Right here, we have to do 3 divided by 3. We're going to do multiplication because it's the reverse of division to help get us there. So 3 times 1 is 3. So that is 1 dash. So I will put 1 on top in the quotient. So 63 divided by 3 would be 21. In our next problem, we are going to be doing 69 divided by 3. So I will write that up top. So you can remember that in the house, that number is going to be divided by the number on the outside. So again, we're going to use the opposite of division to help us with, that's multiplication, to help us find the answer. So 3 times, that's the dash, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. There are 2 dashes. I put a 2 in the quotient. Now I'm going to do 9 divided by 3. The opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to use multiplication to divide 9 into 3 groups. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3 is 9. There are 3 dashes. I put 3 in the quotient. 69 divided by 3 is 23. The next example that I'm going to use is 84 divided by 4. So I can write that up on top so that way we can see that better. 84 divided by 4. All right. I have 8 divided by 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 dashes. Put 2 in the quotient. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 divided by 4. 4 times 1 is 4. There's 1 dash. I put 1 is the quotient. 84 divided by 4 is 21. So there's a couple examples. I'm going to give you a couple examples more. That way you can rewatch this video and help yourself doing division problems. The next problem we have is 90. 90 is inside the house divided by 6. So it's 90 divided by 6. I'm going to do the opposite of division. That's 9 divided by 6. So 9 into 6 groups. and I'm going to do the opposite, which is multiplication to help get us there. So 6 times 1 is 6. If I do 6 times 2, that's going to be 12. That's too big. I can't do it. So I have 6. I need to get up to 9. So I'm going to be using my units. So I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 1 dash. I will put a 1 in the quotient. I have 3 dots. I'm going to make that 3 in the next lane. I have the 0, and I'm going to take the 0 and put it down behind the 3. Now I'm going to start doing my multiples to help get me as close to 30 without going over. So I do 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 times 5 is 30. So now I have gotten as close to 30 as I can without going over, and that took me exactly to 30. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dashes. So I put 5 in the quotient. So 90 divided by 6 is 15. All right, the next problem we have is 92 divided by 4, 92 divided by 4, 92 is in the house divided by the 4 groups on the outside. So I'm going to take 9 divided by 4. 9 divided by 4, I'm going to use the opposite, which is multiplication, to divide 9 times 4, or sorry, 9 times 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. I'm supposed to get as close to 9 as possible without going over. So I'm at 8. I cannot do another dash. That will take me too far. So 8, and then one more dot is 9. I have 2 dashes that goes in the quotient. I have 1 dot to pull over to the side. I cross out my 2 and put it behind my 1. Now I'm dividing 12 into 4. So I do 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. I have 3 dashes. I put 3 in the quotient. All right, next up is 72 divided by 3. So I have 72 divided by 3. So 7 divided by 3. I'm using 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. I can't get any closer with my dashes, so I do 1 dot. So 3, 6, and 1 dot is 7. 2 dashes, you put a 2 in the quotient. I have 1 dot, so I put that over here in the next lane. I cross out my 2, and I put it behind the 1. 12 divided by 3. So now I'm going to say 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 4 is 12. That is as close as I can go without going over. Those are 4 dashes. I put a 4 in the quotient. 72 divided by 3 is 24. Okay, so the next time I show you this video, we will be continuing on the division process, but our dividing numbers will be larger than 2 digits, but this will just get you started.